Olha o peitinho primeiro. Vai mostrar o peitinho pra mim. Empina esse rabetão. Ela já tá louca. Só quer sentar em mim. Eu nunca vou tirar só roupa.
Hi, how are you? Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. You have a wristband?
No.
Why you can't get in? You need a wristband.
For the free.
Now I'm not gonna mess with you for the free. I don't even know you.
Please.
Now, you need to leave.
And you left me standing on a corner crying. You feel like a fool for trying. I don't even remember why I wasted all these tears on you.
How do you approach a guy that you're interested in?
I don't. I give them the eyes. If he's looking at me, then I'll look at him and I give him the eyes. And then if he comes up to me, then he comes up to me. If he doesn't, then he doesn't. On to the next.
So you'd say you give him choosing signals?
Yes.
Men have started going their own direction and quit fixing the mistakes and the foolishness. And some of the stuff is not even a mistake. It's just you doing whatever you want to do and expecting a man to save you. And when I, as a man, have stopped doing that, my life has gotten a lot better.
You cannot complain about men not planning dates if you have ever ghosted someone, just been in an introverted mood and not showed up, have been in an introverted mood and just decided to cancel. Men do not plan dates anymore because we are starting to understand that women are majorly flaky. It is not worth the effort to go the extra mile for someone who is just probably going to treat our time as if it is not as valuable as their own. So.
All right, ladies, I got a question. And this is for my marriage-minded women only. And you can stitch this if you want to. But the question is, if you are looking for marriage, why do you allow a man to keep you in a relationship for 2 years? Stitch this and let me know.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video. And another thing is that a lot of modern women don't like to take accountability. And a man can't live with you if that's the way that you think. There's nothing that I can do about that. There's nothing that I want to do about that. I can be at home, chilling, taking it easy. Why would I want to sit there and be bothered with you? Why would I want to sit there and have stupidity hanging around me? That's something that we got to figure out. That's the thing that we have to look for. Why would I want to be bothered with somebody that don't know how to act? And when they don't know how to act, they're looking at me like I didn't do something wrong, instead of taking accountability.
If you've ever wondered why guys move on so quickly after a relationship, then keep watching. If it seemed like he moved on really fast after you guys broke it off, then it's probably because he doesn't have the emotional maturity or introspection to actually deal with his feelings. So instead, he's numbed that by monkey barring to another relationship. It's called a rebound for a reason. Okay, it's a distraction. Follow for more and good luck. The real reason you're not getting asked out on proper dates and are only being asked to hang out is simply because the guys you're going for are testing you. Because think about it. Planning a date takes effort, so it's a lot easier for them to start out by offering you the bare minimum and see if you take the bait. And if you decide to go over, then he's going to classify you as a hookup, which is fine if that's what you're looking for. But if you're looking for a commitment, then don't lower your standards just because you think this guy's a catch. You're better off asserting that and seeing if he rises to the occasion. And if he doesn't, then he's only looking for one thing. Tap the plus sign to follow for more and good luck.
Okay, this is for you if you feel like there are no good guys left out in the world. I promise you, there are. There are good men, there are kind men, there are compassionate men. Just don't settle. Don't settle, don't entertain these clowns who, just want to hang out with you and don't actually want to take you on dates. Don't even entertain them. Wait for the right one, the one who loves you and is kind to you and who values you. Do not even entertain the ones who don't do that.
A lot of these modern women like to comment on a man's masculinity. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. well, I believe a man should be this, and this, right? But I think the problem is a lot of these modern women really don't have a concept of what a man is. You can have an opinion, but the unfortunate thing for a lot of these modern women is their opinion is wrong. Their opinion of what a man is and what a man should be is wrong. That's not actually how a man works. That's not actually how masculinity works. They don't know that. They're just talking about what they read in some book somewhere.
Gentlemen, do not stop yourself from being a chivalrous man because you're afraid that you're going to scare her away. Any woman that does not want to entertain you because you're treating her way too well, trust me, you do not want her around. The woman is probably not grown up mentally, or she's been through trauma after trauma, and she's going to jeopardize her next relationship anyways because she needs to heal and develop. And so you want to attract a good woman, and good women, they indeed love a chivalrous man. Being chivalrous is very sexy. In fact, it's the bare minimum. It doesn't take much effort for you to open up the door. You just have to be attentive and know which door she's going to walk through. Like, come on, guys.
You know, a woman can say, well, I want a man to do this, X, Y, and Z. So the man does all of that. He does everything that you're asking him to do. Well, maybe not everything, because who does everything, right? Not a lot of people. But he's doing a lot of the stuff that you ask him to do. And you return the favor by doing darn near nothing, next to nothing. That's how you return the favor. Next to nothing. You're not getting anything. I'm not thinking about you. You can't give me a kiss on the cheek. Nothing. Now, with that being said, you tell me, what about that would be appealing to a man? And we can wait.
Okay, I can see I got the boys big mad over Big Danica right now. All over the fact that I made a video saying something about men pursuing women. Obviously, I'm speaking from a dating standpoint. So if you right off the bat just choose not to pursue a woman because you're not interested in her, I'm clearly not even speaking to you. No, what I'm talking about is these men that start dating these women and try to flip the script and then breadcrumb them in order to string them along. Obviously, if you dog out women for your own personal gain, then it absolutely reduces your value because that makes you trash.
I've seen men leave 5-10-year relationships and turn around and marry a woman.
The reason men will leave long-term relationships for a new woman and move on like that is because of something called the 90-10 rule. Basically what it means is the woman he's with might have 90% of what he's looking for. And even though most people are lucky to have 90% in common with someone, he becomes so resentful of the 10% that she doesn't have that when a new woman comes along and embodies that 10%, he's so enthralled with the 10% that she does have that he starts to convince himself that it's 100% of what he wants. So he jumps ship like that, and down the line, he realizes that this woman only has 10% of what he's looking for, but it doesn't matter because he already left the 90% behind. Follow for more and good luck.
And once again, you have to understand that these modern women really need to take a closer look at the company they keep. You might even, in some of these situations, have the woman and the man doing fantastic. They're doing great, vibing, everything is clicking like it's supposed to. But then she might put in the group chat, I'm so happy, he's taking me here, this, we're going there, he's paying for this. And then somebody in the group chat with their miserable behind is going to find a reason not to like him. And here you are, once again, back at square one, because these modern women, they love you as a friend, but they cannot be happy for you. I can't do it. It's against my code. It's against who I am. So I'm going to actively work to destroy your life. That's how modern women.
The women that want Russell Wilson is usually the women in their later 30s with kids by other men. Exactly. That now, and after they ran through all the fuckboy and now they got all that trauma, now they want a Russell Wilson. When y'all was avoiding him y'all whole prime years.
I agree, because one thing I say to myself all the time, I wish in my 20s I dated way more. Instead of trying to find somebody to settle down with and have a kid with, and then you realize that's not that person, you should have been dating in your 20s, like your parents say, enjoy your life. And then when you get to your 30, the age 30, then you could be like, all right, I want to settle down with this person. So that is definitely true.
Do you ever wonder why guys in the church don't ask girls out? My name is Kate Warman. I'm a dating coach and a national best-selling author. Guys are not asking girls out in the church because honestly, they fear rejection just as much as us ladies do. They also oftentimes don't really want to risk getting a bad reputation in front of their entire church community. And so ladies, one thing that we can do in the church is stop talking poorly about our brothers in our church communities. Instead, we can start encouraging them, empowering them, and praying for them. Good Christian guys do exist, but if you want to find them, you should probably get online because over 50% of people are meeting online. But one thing is, don't get discouraged. Amazing Christian men do exist. The more you start really believing that, the more you'll start to see it all around you. Follow for more tips.
You know what? We talk about men opting out, not getting married, that sort of thing, because there's like legitimate legal risks to it. You got people out there, men out there, that subscribe to the belief that, hey, I'll be with it. I think I started listening to what's his name on whatever podcast that was kind of saying the same thing, and can't remember his name, his last name, Justin, tall guy, white guy, I think, might be from Louisiana. So I don't even know if he's really white. He might be black, just light skin. I'm just joking, but am I? He grew up around black people, so maybe. Anyway, he subscribes to that belief. I'm not saying don't get married. I'm just saying there's a lot of guys out there that look at the math on that, and they're doing the math and they're trying to figure out, okay, so where do I benefit? What's in it for me? Will you get a companion? Do I really? Do I get a friend, or do I have more responsibility? Do I have another bill? Do I have more stress?
I don't think I can stand to hear one more "where are all the good guys" posts. Honestly, I can't. It just seems like the dumbest question ever. The nice guys are right there in front of you. They're right there. But you are doing exactly what you say you don't want done to you. You're being judgmental and superficial, living in some fantasy world and expecting perfection. But are you perfect? But just like you don't want to be judged for the shape of your nose or the size of your boobs or what size dress you wear or any of that other shit, you have no problem turning around being like, he's too tall, he's too short, he's got a couple extra pounds, or one eye is bigger than the other, or his teeth are spaced too far apart. You're doing the exact same thing that you don't want done to you. And that is why you can't find the good guys, because they're still above you.
At some point in time, modern women have gone to, with the way they speak to men, they make it seem like they've gotten their degree in social work. They make it seem like they've completed a substantial amount of coursework in therapy, in counseling, with the way that they talk to men, with the words that they say to men, with the way that they try to take the language that they learned in therapy and weaponize it against men. Oh, you're a narcissist. No, I'm not. That's not the definition of it. Oh, well, you're this and you're that and you're misogynistic, and no, I'm not. You don't know the definition of that. There's plenty of videos out here where a man is asking a woman because she says, well, I think this is misogynistic. Well, what is that? Silence. Because you don't know what you're talking about. And that's what they try to do with, oh, you're gaslighting me. Oh, you're a narcissist. What does that mean? And how is that narcissism? Silence. Because I don't know what the heck that I'm talking about. I can say that I've done the healing and the inner work. And men already know I'm full of BS. I'm full of bullcrap. Because I'm just talking nonsense. That's the position that a lot of modern women are in.
Okay, so when I see these happy couples on TikTok, it's so amazing because I want that so bad. But it's so frustrating because I want that so bad. And I just don't get it. I can't find it. You know, like I'll find these bad boys and it's just all bad boys. Like, this is me looking for all the good guys, okay? Where are you? I live in Florida. Like, I want a good guy. You know, somebody's gonna text me, call me, you know, hang out with me, chill with me, Netflix. Like, I live in Florida. Where are they? I've been trying to find them. I can't find them anywhere. I don't know, but look, if you are a good guy, just drop a comment, please.
I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud.
No, do not say the quiet part out loud. It's the quiet part for a reason. View discretion is advised.
A lot of niggas done got so comfortable. A lot of, not even just niggas, but a lot of y'all, period. But this is more for the men. They done got so comfortable on this app with the whole weight loss and the weight shaming and all this that they forget they ugly. They forget they only got a face a mother can love. Like, a lot of you niggas is ugly as shit. Like, you know, after everybody lose weight, right? Say everybody lose weight. You know it's gonna be something else, right? It's gonna be your face. It's gonna be your face. And a lot of y'all niggas fell in that category. And what are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do then?
The same exact thing ugly men have always done. Make money, make women laugh, and fuck them good. I know it's frustrating for a lot of y'all that a man's level of attractiveness is not as important in a relationship as a woman's is. In the dating market, each respective gender values things differently. Men value beauty, cooperation, and youth. Women value protection, provision, and production. That alone should tell you that we are aligned differently when it comes to what we're looking for in a partner. Women have no issue dating a man that is hideous as long as he makes a lot of money. Whether you like it or not, as long as that man is ugly and productive, he has a chance. And the higher his production, the higher the chance he has to get with some of the finest women walking the face of the earth. That's just the way the game is. So even if every woman walking the face of the earth was in shape and she was in her best form, ugly men still have a chance because they produce things that you desire. But of course, I know she ain't gonna listen to shit that I'm saying because I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, I keep the change.
If you're wondering how we moved on so easily, then I want you to listen to this. I get it. It hurts so badly to know that someone has moved on when you are still so stuck grieving the love that you shared with them. Your mind is so consumed by them and theirs is occupied by somebody else. And it hurts to know that you're only a memory to someone who's still your everything. But I want you to understand something. It hurts because you're thinking that moving on for him means the same as it does for you. And it doesn't. He can jump from person to person so easily because he's not practicing love. He's practicing possession. When we go through breakups, we're heartbroken. We have to grieve the loss of that person's place in our life, and so it's only natural that we would expect the same process for someone else. We have to take time to heal from something so traumatic. And so when we see someone move on in days or even weeks, we assume that it was that much easier for them. And we take that as a reflection of how little they loved us and how easy it was to let us go. But that would also have to mean that he loved the way that you loved, and we know that's not true because they're not capable of it. These people cannot be alone with themselves. And so they immediately move towards hooking the next victim because they need that validation. They need to feed their ego with new attention instead of acknowledging the loss of it from you. I know it hurts, but take the time to heal yourself from the love that you gave and let him distract himself from the love that he couldn't.
The difference between husband and boyfriend material. Let's talk about it. Hello, my name is Carla and Restoring Healthy Mindsets is my thing. Story time. I need to tell you that every single man that I dated or went on dates with wanted marriage with me, wanted to be married to me. But what made my husband the one? While boyfriend material will only want you for a good time, husband material will want to grow with you through the hard times. What does this mean? While men can promise you the world, the one that doesn't say anything, instead he shows you through action, that one's the good one. Let me give you an example. Before I met my husband, I was dating this guy. And this man knew the words to soothe me, to promise me everything. But once my life started getting hard, our relationship started looking rocky. And when I needed him the most, that's exactly when he cheated. And right away, I knew that he didn't want anything serious with me. Even after, if he would have came back and would have told me, no, I want you, blah, blah, blah. No, he just wanted a good time. And he made it known to me that his plan was never to stay because he cheated on me. He was a great boyfriend, a great seducer, but his tricks, his games stopped there. He was only reaching a specific level, a certain level, and stayed stagnant. Whereas my husband, He's not one to say much, but he is one to do a lot. On the third date, he told me, I have a year to convince you that I am the one for you, and my intention is for you to stay. But I'll do what I have to do to make you see that. And here we are today. He encouraged me to leave my 9 to 5. He told me that he would support me. He told me to go follow my dreams. And believe me, it has been a challenge and it's been hard. But yet, he has never come short on his word, financially and emotionally speaking. On the contrary, he pushes me to do what I want to do with my life. There's going to be a part 2 to this because obviously I'm not done.
So, first of all, I'm so sorry to hear that your heart is broken. But what we need to think about is, how do you know he is on Tinder? So, when you go for a breakup, it's really easy and tempting to stalk their emails, hack their Instagram, hack their Snapchats, whatever, find out what they're up to, ask your friends to find out what they're up to, and if they see anything to let you know. But one of the best things I ever done in a breakup was to tell my friends, if you hear anything at all, you hear he's got a new girlfriend, you hear that he's out with this girl, he's commenting on this girl's pictures, please do not tell me. So, if you haven't done that already, make sure that you do not look at anything else of what he's doing. Second of all, he broke up with you for a stupid reason. He's going to be back, right? What men do is they think, yeah, do you know what, I'm going to throw all my toys at the pram, I'm going to move out, you've done something stupid, I'm going to end the relationship here, I want freedom, just need to get out of this. And this is leaving you there feeling like you haven't got the power, feeling heartbroken, and feeling like you don't know what to do. So then what you'll do is you'll spend the next couple of weeks confused, crying, hurt, and then something will click and you'll be like, right, do you know what? No more sad B, I'm turning into a bad B, and you'll start to get better again. But then what he'll do is he would have seen that he's had all these weeks freedom and he's like, yes, I'm living my best life, like on Tinder, After a few weeks you think, actually, the grass isn't greener, I'm not really getting much fulfillment out of this. It is just an app swiping left. He's probably not, he's not enjoying himself as much as he was when he was with you. He's not as happy. And then he'll probably be like, shit, I've made a mistake. She only done a stupid thing, and try and come back. So just keep in there, keep strong, and don't look at what he's doing. Don't be concerned about what he's doing, and just focus on yourself and getting through each day as it comes.
Question, do y'all boys actually ask someone to be your girlfriend anymore? Like, you don't even have to buy anything. I don't think y'all realize how easy it is to make us happy.
Has this chick been in a coma for the past 6 years? Between certain movements riddled with false claims, most men don't want to take the chance to ask a woman out these days, lest it be deemed harassment.
I have a hot take on that, and really it's a lukewarm take. I think videos like that, and people who agree in the comments, are the best example of people who ride the bench commentating on people who actually play. Let me first preface this by saying those videos are old, so don't go seeking out those creators, leave them alone. But I think women who say men don't ask women out on dates anymore are wanting to be asked out on dates by men who do not like them. Because men, very much so, still ask women out. They just don't ask their side chicks out, their sneaky links out, the women they're manipulating into thinking they will eventually date even though they have no interest in, out. Similarly, I think men who use feminism as the reason why they don't ask women out anymore are scapegoating. They're the type of men who already didn't ask women out. May it be because they aren't bold enough or because they never had luck with it, i.e. quitting before you get fired or getting fired and saying you didn't want the job anyway. Because again, men very much so still ask women out. Feminism has no change or bearing on that, though it may have changed the way they ask women out. Especially the men that they look up to who sell this alpha bravado, the alpha podcast guys, the men they think would never be in women's DMs. They're asking women out. They're just feeding you nonsense. Anyway, in closing, as we've talked about before, everything you want in a person exists. And people who come to the internet to speak in absolutes about how X type of people don't exist anymore are typically the problem. If you're not getting what you're looking for, and it's a reasonable thing to expect, it's likely because you're expecting it from the wrong person. And for men who say that new age feminism is what's stopping them from asking women out on dates, know that you're not fooling us. Primarily because other men are showing us that that's simply not the case. You're just not that guy.
Next is dating well and dating up. Are you dating for a purpose, or are you just using dating as a mechanism of being out and feeling seen and getting to say that you're dating while your heart's not actually in it because you're not marriage minded when it comes to dating? You don't show up on a first date talking about how, hey, it feels so good to be with you on this date, but personally, I actually want to be a wife. I'm not crazy about being a girlfriend for years on years. And that's me. How do you feel about dating? Do you play up 100% of your personality and really let every single piece of your soul come out? Are you funny, smart, kind, loves animals, loves plants, vegetarian, or are you being a watered down version of yourself, creating your future and manifesting? Are you really serious about finding love? If you don't even make a vision board about your wedding, do you understand gender roles and their place in your relationship? And a list of 20 criteria of how you're going to feel when you find your soulmate. Manifesting in the law of attraction, it's not about writing down that I want him to be smart, funny, hot, rich. It's actually writing a list of how you are going to feel with that person. Feel safe, protected, spoiled, cherished, valued, safe in my body. Relationships that feel good. If you cannot talk to your partner about anything and everything, you can have an even better relationship than that one. Nonviolent communication. Do you talk in a way that gets your needs met? Do you understand how to have a healthy conflict resolution? Esther Perel says that relationships aren't measured by never fighting. It's not about the couple never having a rupture. It's actually more about the relationship having the repair, emotional intimacy, and friendship. My mom taught my sisters that. You always want a man to look back on the relationship and say she was a class act until the end. Are you playing the long game? Or are you dating people and then you realize that you don't want to date them anymore and then you dispose them and discard them or ghost them? Learn to be a friend.
Once again, a lot of these modern women, they don't really even know what they want. I want an alpha male. I want a man that's decisive, until you start to realize that the decisive man is a man that checks a couple of things, looks around at a couple of things, and he does what? He makes a decision. And so a lot of times he's just going ahead and moving. But I want a man that takes initiative. You don't really even know what a man taking initiative looks like. You're not going to like it. You want too much control. And a man that's decisive like you want, that takes initiative like you want, that man beat and already moved. Whether it's right or whether it's wrong. Just let me know how it goes so the next time I can correct it. If it don't need to be corrected and you just nagging and you complaining, I don't want to hear that. But if it's something that I actually need to hear, I can stop and hear you out. That's how successful men are. That's how successful people are. If I need to stop and hear something and fix it, I can do that. But if you ain't ready to talk about nothing, shut up talking to me. Modern women get in the face of men that are decisive, of men that are moving. We're not talking about being, wealthy and having a lot of money. We're just talking about a man that makes decisions. I know this. I know where I need to go. And you stand in his way. What about this? What about that? Are you sure about this? Are you sure about that? And it drives a man up a wall because I can't get anywhere. I can't do anything. And at the end of the day, you're going to be complaining again about how we didn't get anywhere. But it'd be because of your mouth. You didn't be quiet when we said, okay, let's go over here. Let's do this. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if we should. A lot of modern women talk about what they like, and they really don't even know what they talk